Future-Proof is sponsored by Equipping Young Adults for Life, inspiring student resilience, championing hope.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for joining me, Sarah Hopwood, as I continue the programme this week talking about the negative mindset, which is on this long list that I've drawn up from, it's Joyce Meyer. I got it from one of her magazines, and the one that we're working on at the moment is Don't Make Me Wait, I Deserve Things Immediately. And I was talking about the marshmallow experiment in the first half, and just trying to wait as best we can with the best attitude, because it's in that waiting that the landscape, if you like, is preparing for the right environment for us to get what we want. And when we get what we want, we will bounce higher. And I also talked about the difference between sometimes we actually don't want what we want. We actually really want what we need. And it's that knowing of what is it that I need. And that's why we should take wise counsel. We should ask other people what they think, because we could well have our ladder up against the wrong wall. The other thing that has come to mind too is I remember listening to the police, and they were talking about crime rates, and they were talking about theft, and also the generations, and or the data which captures age groups to geographical hotspots. There's also, they concentrate on the metadata, which I'm pretty sure you probably know now. If the police ever want to know what's going on, they will look at metadata, they will look at social media, because there's always a lot of noise in the metadata when there's a lot going on, and they can then discern from the content of that metadata whether or not it's something they need to worry about. But one of the things that I remember hearing is that this mindset of don't make me wait, that I deserve things immediately, is a negative mindset which has grown. And it's grown and grown and grown. And in its growth, it has pushed people into crime, because they've just been saying, well, why can't I have it? I deserve it. I should have it immediately. Everybody else has it. And there's this sense of right, if you like, a right to ownership, which has become very, very unhealthy. So for me, I check it within myself. And here, obviously, I'm talking about checking it. And I also talked about the marshmallow experiment, and where it was shown that people who could defer pleasure, because this is what this is about. Don't make me wait means I'm not prepared to defer the pleasure. In other words, defer to just hold back on, to have a time of waiting. I deserve things immediately. And the experiment shows that those that could wait actually had much more successful lives. And one of the main reasons why is because here that there isn't an investment mentality. If we deserve and want everything immediately, you would have had stuff, all of us have had stuff immediately or too early, and we just wish, oh, I wish I'd waited, I wish it didn't happen. If we'd had a time of waiting, we wouldn't have then had all of these other things to deal with. So investment mind thinking, deferring pleasure, can serve us very, very well as human beings. So I wanted to, in this second half, talk about the key to success, which ties up with all of this thing. And to me, it's just challenging our thinking, challenging what we believe, challenging what seems right or doesn't seem right. And this is one of the younger student handbooks, and I'm just going to show it now, where this is talking about the keys to success, the secret to success. And we call it VTO, value to others, and it's a mind shop concept. If you don't know mind shop, then do Google it. We pay a license fee for all the business problem-solving tools and intellectual property that we have. That's manuals, that's electronic diagnostics, and if you Google Mindshop, then you'll see exactly who they are and what they do, and this is one of their things. And when we talk about success, often people think, well, if I work harder, I will be able to be more successful, particularly if their success is judged on money earned. But we all know success sometimes can actually be looking back and spending quality time with loved ones. There's all sorts of definitions of success, so it does depend on what that is. And if you've ever seen my show reel, when I've talked about the power of emotional intelligence basically earning us more money, well, that is for someone where your success, where your currency is money. But emotionally intelligent leadership, emotionally intelligent thinking basically enhances our ability to get more of our currency, whatever that is, whether that's money, whether that's love, time with, as I say, loved ones. It could be recreational, it could be more time in the sports pitch, on the sports pitch. It could be a number of things. So what is success? Ask yourself what that means to you, and then basically say, well, if I work harder, if I do more of the currency, will I get more success? And to a level, you could maybe work a bit harder, which will help you earn a bit more money, maybe think more strategically, which can help your money, but there's a ceiling on it. There's only kind of so far that you can go. And I'm not saying you can't go very far, you could even earn double your salary maybe, so I'm not saying it's limited to a small amount, but there is a ceiling. What Mindshop say is VTO, value to others, is the secret to success. And they then give you this picture of our bodies being an emotional bank account. And if we give value to other people, so that could be remembering the name of the toilet cleaner, that could be opening the door for somebody, that could be running after somebody because they dropped some money, it could be buying somebody a cup of coffee, it could be hugging a baby and stopping it crying, whatever it is, when you give value to other people, when you help somebody, it helps give you a warm feeling of satisfaction. There's something in your heart and soul that makes you smile and say, I did a kind act there. I did something nice. And it makes you smile and maybe have a bit of a skip in your step as you then walk forward. So for each kind act you do, each bit of value to other people that you do, you then slowly fill your emotional bank account with warm feelings of satisfaction, of just knowing I have done a good job in helping somebody, to the point that your level of self-esteem, your level of inner harmony raises. So you find more peace, contentment. There's all sorts of little gems of gold, if you like, that come with giving value to other people. When I run this in school, we not only talk about giving value to other people, but we talk about giving value to ourselves as well. So the students are often invited to write down things that say, if you wanted to give value to yourself, what would that look like? And they make a list of that. And before now, I've divided them up in big groups. One group will discuss it. What sort of things can we do to give value to ourselves? Then they're also asked, what sort of actions could you do to give value to a friend? And in there, that's very interesting to hear what some of the students say, because very often you do hear the word honesty. So it's not about being nice all the time. It's about being very, very honest and actually saying to somebody as a friend, and I love you as a friend, I need to tell you what you said to somebody just now really wasn't very kind. So it's not always about being nice, it's about being balanced. That's the key word, is being balanced. What nice acts could they do for their teachers? And the pure and simple one is saying thank you at the end of a lesson, or holding a door, or working or presenting work as best you can so it's pleasing to the teacher reading it. And also, what sort of nice, kind things can you do for the family? And this is so nourishing in school, which It's a fast environment. It's an environment where people are often following rules, they're climbing a ladder, they're ticking boxes. I know that's being challenged on quite some levels through education, but it's really refreshing when you then also hear the students talk about and share their ideas of how they can give value to themselves, because sometimes they can get lost in this educational process. They're so busy trying to, if you like, please everybody else, and if you like, planning for their future, they're losing the focus on today, on the mindfulness of being in the present, knowing what the present looks like. Today is a present, being present. So how they can give value to themselves, how they can give value to their friends, how they can give value to their family, and how they can give value to their teachers. It's a fantastic way of feeling successful. So I commend VTO to you, value to others. And just to say, I don't know why this was from a previous program, this was a decision matrix. So if you go to my YouTube channel, it's called Future-Proof TV, you'll be able to see what this decision matrix looks like and how I drew it up. I commend the week to you, and I hope to see you again soon.